If you have a low budget and you're trying to break into the final expense sales industry / market, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to share some tips on the type of activities that you can do to generate sales without breaking the bank. So let's start with a thumbs up, and we do suggest subscribing if you're a new viewer. We're putting out insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos like all the time. Before we talk about generating your own leads, first, I want to address the warm market. There is nothing wrong with letting your friends and family know that you have life insurance products available for them, and or, if you're new to the business, you can always ask them if it's okay for you to practice your sales presentation on them. And guys, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of my free door knocking super file, which has scripts for cold door knocking and even working age leads and overcoming objections. Just hang around to the end of the video. I'm going to show you how to get this dude for yourself. Working the warm market is kind of old school, right? But hey, let's just be clear about this. It absolutely works. You start off by asking people you know if it's okay to practice your sales presentation on them. And by doing this, you open a minimum pressure door. You simply start off by addressing the potential need for the insurance and seeing if your friends and or family members actually have life insurance. And the next thing you know, you just made your first sale. And assuming you're new to life insurance sales, by working your warm market, you're getting more comfortable with the products and getting more comfortable with the sales process. And guys, bottom line, at the end of the day, you're getting actual sales experience. I've seen a lot of agents who will make an occasional post on their social media stating that, they actually sell life insurance products. However, as far as I'm concerned, this type of marketing can come off more as desperate and needy than the way you're trying to be perceived, if it's not done correctly. Look, the last thing you want to do is make a weekly post about life insurance on your Facebook page. Point being, you're better off spending a little time learning how to generate your own leads through Facebook advertising than making posts that may potentially, rub your friends and family the wrong way. And there are several videos on YouTube made by actual insurance agents who, believe it or not, share some of the basics of Facebook advertising and how they market the life insurance and or final expense market. You can also find some low budget courses that can help you do this too. Just make sure if you buy one of these, one of these courses, that it's from an actual insurance agent who's not only generated his or her own leads, but has sold life insurance too. Having somebody from Fiverr set up your Facebook ads campaign is most likely just going to end up with you spending top dollar per lead, which is going to be a huge fail. So let's talk cheap leads, like spending a few $100s, on some leads. When it comes to cheap leads, your best bet, again, in my opinion, most likely is to find an internet and or Facebook leads vendor. Don't buy age leads that have already been sold to other agents. And bottom line, these are actually illegal as of June of 2024 anyway. 3 things to consider are 1, cost, 2, exclusivity, and 3, are they generated specifically for you? The last thing that I want is to buy some aged internet leads that have been sitting around for no reason. These prospects will not remember filling out the form and will most likely be a complete waste of your time and your money. As far as cost is concerned, you shouldn't spend more than $25 per lead here in 2024. And again, we're talking either internet or Facebook leads that are mainly designed for face-to-face sales. For door knocking, that's the way you're going to need to do this, right? These folks will be hard to get on the phone, so most likely you're not going to get many appointments if you get any. In December of 2023, the FCC made a ruling due to people getting harassed by AI and robocalls. This ruling made it illegal to call a lead once it has been called by somebody else, okay? So it's the law, it's how it is. Companies and agencies reselling leads or redistributing leads are just being greedy, and I hate to say it, a lot of these guys have no problem throwing you under the bus by putting you in a position to be sued and or fined. What about cold door knocking? Now, back in the day, when I first got licensed, it was a lot more common to see or hear of agents who would literally just, walk up and down the street, knocking on doors, talking to people about life insurance. Now again, this is a very old school approach, but believe it or not, it still works, even today. Kind of. The way I see it, you've got to really work in the right neighborhoods and make sure that you're not violating any local ordinances or community rules. And don't expect to earn six figures door knocking. It just ain't gonna happen. Mid to low income neighborhoods are probably the best places to do cold canvassing. And as of like the making of this video, you can even buy a list of names with addresses. With these lists, the vendor can show you how to put them in an Excel file and list the names and addresses in order by street and by house. So now you can go up and down the street with the list in hand and in the exact order, house by house. Trust me, when you know the name of the person who owns the house, it is definitely a lot easier. And now you can even show them, like, break out a blank lead card. You know, show it to this prospect and use that as an opener to get in your sales presentation. For those of you who either have money to invest or are at least serious enough about their insurance sales business to consider getting a business loan, thankfully, you don't have to do any of the activities that I just shared. I'm one of those people who believes that there are two types of insurance agents. Agents who can sell and are willing to invest money into their business, and agents who maybe, let's just say, aren't sure about their sales abilities, or maybe simply, I don't know, haven't developed the proper skill set for success and know that they need to be careful about how much they invest into the business. What I'm getting at is there are companies like mine where you can get full commissions, and if you say, Doug, what do I need to do to get like 20 appointments per day? We can easily make that happen. And it's really all about the money. It's about what you got, about what you can afford, about what you're willing to spend. So now, instead of stepping over dollars to pick up pennies, you're making multiple presentations every single day. And here's the thing, not even having to leave your home to do it. And when you go to the family barbecue, you won't be watching your friends and family avoid you like the plague, which is, believe it or not, it is what happens with most agents who work their warm market. The warm market gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and the next thing you know, you're that guy that they all want to avoid. Don't be that guy. For a copy of the door knocking super file that I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like more information on working our remote final expense sales platform, just shoot me an email at that same address. As always, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get out there, whatever you do something good for someone else today. Happy hunting.